YOLO composing gloves here, and today we're going to be checking out Remnant. It is a granular delay plugin. Let me just show you some of the things it can do. We're also going to be making a beat with this real quick. But here's just some sine waves going through it. So you might be going, I've heard this before. This isn't, this is a regular delay. And then I can do some cool things here. Like let's make it pitch up after every octave. Now, so you've seen that before. Well, since it's granular, we can actually tell it to sort of select these grains. And if you don't know what a grain is, it's the little packets of basically audio that it picks to process. And we can tell it, hey, be a little more random with this. This can, now, with it accentuated and long like this, if we bring our feedback down and also our frequency down, you can get these cool little like pockets of sound. We could also, let's have it pitch down an octave every time. We'll bring this frequency down. We'll bring its spray up. We'll bring the spreads up on both of them. We'll also put it in mid-side mode, which makes this one the mid and this one the side. So it's got two grain processing units. That's what you're hearing. Spread is stereo. Frequency, this is like a high frequency. And so there's just like a lot of modulation if we bring it down. Maybe that's a little too far down. And let's take our pitch and put it at 0 right now for simplicity. So the pitch is pitching things down after the delays. And what happened there was since I pitched it down an octave, which is -12 semitones, it pitches down so far we can't hear it. And so that's why you didn't hear anything on that one occasion. So some really, really cool abilities here that we have to just toss stuff in. Now I'm sticking with sine waves right now, but I mean, we could toss in something a little more, chorusy and let's give it something with some verb on it too. Because then we could get the verb to be all choppy and sort of weird. I kind of want to stay closer to a sine texture. Now we could bring in, we'll reverse some of the grains. As you can hear there. We also have this ability to add warp to the delay. So this is like a pitch warble, but it's only on the delayed signal. So you can hear it going up and down. If I turn the mix all the way over, you can hear it going on right there. We have a filter cutoff ability, and we could change the filter mode down here. So this is low pass, high pass to control the filter. Something that's pretty cool is they have a much more usable freeze function than is typically present in plugins, period, which is they have an envelope attached to it. Now, you don't have controls over this envelope. There's also no sync function, something that I was kind of hoping for, but it's not here. And this freeze function will freeze the audio, but it will also be controlled by this envelope so that it's not just a constant sound all the time. Like, it's still a constant sound, but it's not like an out-of-control constant sound. So we can bring this way down. And when I trigger a new note, it updates the engine. This is something I've just learned. So you can have these cool sort of atmospheres in the background. So if we set up a pluck to be playing only every now and then to sort of update this loop in the background, we can get some pretty cool ambiances. See that? That's downright cool, bro. All right, and then we have reverse. I think I've already explained reverse. It plays things in backwards. Pitches things. As you play things, it will update and pitch more and more and more. So if we pitch something up by, like, say, I'm looking up here, 1 semitone, also down here when you touch the knob. You see you got 1 semitone. So let's say we pitch it up. After every delay, it's going to do that more. So you see you go, oh. We also have the ability to sort of randomly select these. And if we increase these values, it can get pretty out of hand pretty quick. So, like, let's increase the feedback. And usually these are really cool with higher values when our frequencies are lower. When we have higher frequencies, that's where you get, it's not out of hand, but per se, but more glitchy, as you can hear. And so that can be really cool if your track vibes with that. And finally, we have our feedback. Now let's bring this back down. I find that typically you're going to want lower values here for most classic, like, delay sort of pockets of clustered sounds. But one other thing I should mention, we have our delay. This is just how long before the delay hits. So there's that. The manual is super easy to get to. It's this little hexagon right here. So that's just fantastic. Okay, so I really quick adjusted things because I want to show you the crosstalk setting. And I've set up a set of settings that I think are pretty dang cool. So it's a really, really short delay. And when you do that, I put the mix all the way to 100%. So we're able to control the sound of this pretty much directly because the delay is so short, and play this as a new sort of synth line. I've taken off the effects and I'm just sending it a sine wave. And what we're going to do is adjust the crosstalk. Crosstalk, what it does is there's feedback loops set up in each grain, and the crosstalk allows them to feed into each other. So let's just mess with that. So it can get rid of that, like, edginess and help just smooth things out. So pretty dang cool. Now, while we're on this setting, it's really fun to adjust the frequency and also the pitch parameters to get sort of the sound you want. So for example, we could have this at 0 and set this up to be 7 semitones high, and now it's going to play a fifth apart from each other. So anyways, fun ways, basically like a kind of like a bit crusher now in a way. Also adjusting the feedback will have, adjusting almost anything when you have delays this short is going to have dramatic effects on it. Let's go ahead and give it the effects back. We also have a duck setting, which I should mention here. And basically what it does is it's controlled by this envelope because we're able to set a threshold. I really wish this kind of just said threshold. And basically when we click this on, it will duck automatically the process signal when it passes the threshold. So if we have this at 0 dB, it won't pass it. But if we bring it down, so that could be a really cool way, especially when you have signals coming in that have a lot more dynamics. Because right now I'm feeding it just something constant, so it's going to stay constant. So let's go ahead and start making a beat with this thing. That's the general rules of controls. Let's get down to business. So first off, I'm thinking we could have some sort of an ARP thing going on. Something short. And, oh, let's make it a bit lower. And let's rein in our remnant effect real quick. So first off, let's give ourselves a much heftier delay. We're going to bring the feedback up. We're going to turn off the duck. We're going to leave the mid side on. I think that's kind of cool. I also am going to bring the frequency way down. Okay, so it's pitching down, and I don't want that right now. I'm just going to leave the pitch alone. So that's the reversed algorithm going on here, and I really dig it. Maybe bring the cutoff. Okay, so I've come up with a small chord progression. Dope. I kind of want to use Remnant, you know, just a crap ton. Oh my gosh, I loaded it on the master channel. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's get some drums in this jazz. All right, have a basic drum loop. I have not mixed these drums at all. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to make a sort of a drum bus here. We'll call this the drum bus. And we're going to load a Remnant. I guess see how fast it loads now. Pretty fast loading plugin. And let's just solo these. All right, as expected, it's going to get juicy. So let's go ahead. Let's bring our frequency way down at the beginning. Also bring our feedback way down. This is going to be fun. All right, let's bring the delay down. I think we're going to need to do some automating here. Try mid-side on this too. Okay. Oh, I'm being protected by virus or Viper, whatever. You know what I mean. Thank you. Thank you, virus program thing. We're going to automate the pitch of oscillator 1 first. And also, I want to hit these drums with a vary compressor. And this is just going to be loud in general. I know, bad, don't do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to be really loud right now. Okay, sue me. So we've got alt-click the bus. I also want to automate, not browse presets, browse parameters, the delay. Okay, don't go too crazy with this. That's juicy. Okay, let's I like this. That's dope. It like fits right in. Oh my gosh. Okay, we definitely need some sort of a lead sound. I'm thinking of some sort of just a filtered saw wave. Similar idea to what I had before. Hey, where's my noise? Oh, I have all the channels muted. Oh, we need to add a bass though. We definitely need a bass. Okay, I'm just gonna make a 4-bar, or not, this is 4 bars. I'm gonna make a 16-bar thing right now. And let's get a bass going. I'm thinking of like one of those like low things. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to drive it in there. So I'm going to add a fruity limiter, and I'm probably just going to clip it off in there. So I'm going to take the ceiling all the way up and gain it up as much as I need to. Yeah, whatever. I just want to push it hard. Actually, let's add some saturation in here too. Sure, why not? And then we'll gain it back down after. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. This is why I like producing. When people are like, how'd you get into it? I'm like, when you hear a bass tone, what happens to you? Do you have a reaction to it? If you don't, then you won't understand my answer. When you hear bass, it just does stuff to you. I want more. I just want more. All right, I'm going to add a wave shaper. Or you know what? A blood overdrive would do it. That's all the rage these days. I still have the old thumbnail, but it's all vectorized when I pull it up. Let's toss the balance afterwards. Taking off this sub. Okay, so I have my bass loop, and let's hear it. Ooh, baby. Okay, lead sound. Or not necessarily lead sound, just new layer. I figure something longer. Oh, that's my plug sound. I can't be messing with that. Let's go in and change up a new. Also gonna give it chorusy things, give it some of this. Let's actually run it through a filter. In the filter, we'll low pass this jazz. Let's turn on some unison. Whatever, man. That's what we're rolling with. I'm gonna turn on oversampling too, because I am not near my limit yet. So we're gonna do that. I don't plan on having too many sounds. Okay. I've definitely got a thing going on here. And B, C. I hit a 6 right there. Right there. We do this twice. I think it would be cooler if this was a pluck sound. So we're gonna come in the envelope. It's on pan. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting there going, what? Doesn't this sound right? This is a nice sound. I really like this sound. And then we're gonna change. We're gonna augment this. Can we go up to a D? Would a D work? No. We can try the B, B, G. Bring these down to Ds. Bring these all down to Bs. Oh, it's because I'm using Bs and B flats. Gosh dang it. They really need to add flats. Nice. Okay, let's toss that in there. Let's go in and adjust the delay time on that remnant. And I'm also going to add a remnant to this other thing. So, okay, this is in milliseconds. I'm going to look up the delay necessary at 130 because I'm too lazy to do the math for it right now. Do I get a thing here? Bpm to delay conversion. Okay, so quarter note at, it only goes up to, well, okay. No, BPM, 130. Calculate. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. So it's also not secure. Let's see here. 130 quarter note, 461.538. Can I type in values? Nope. Guess we got to do this old school. 461. 400. Come on. Let me get close. Okay, so this is frustrating. It changes to delay if you sit still for more than like a split second. Was that 462? Oh, I'm stopping there. That's close enough. Okay, my request, I have a couple requests, but a big one is change that and allow me to type values in. That would be really great. A sync option would also be fantastic, but the ability to type, I think, for me at least, comes first because I can always look up settings if I have to. All right, so on this guy, 33, whoops, we're going to add another remnant. On this one, let's dig through some of the presets, yeah? There's a bunch of presets. This sound's going to work well, too, with this kind of most presets. I hope. So let's go in. We have the presets. They're like, they look like a settings option, but they're not. They're the presets. Okay, wait. I need to hear this from the beginning. I kind of like just the default. Gosh dang it. Let's stick around. Dude, the neighbors think I'm selling dope is dope. Look at this one. Let's bring the filter up. Oh, I see why is the filter down now. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I could work with this. We can always pump it up after. Gosh dang it. I'm going to run into a similar issue with the delay, aren't I? Okay, so we got to adjust the delay here to... What's the eighth note? What is an eighth note on this? 230? We're going for eighth notes. 200. Ooh, I'm really close. 229? Oh, man. Oh, that's as close as I'm getting. That's what we're going with. Oh, and the mix is at 100%. That's also why. Let's bring this down to 50. All right, so my mix is a disaster zone right now. So let's really quick come up with a small intro. All right, in this first pattern, we're gonna make that unique, delete these others, and we're gonna get rid of the kick and the clap. All right, the clap needs to be toned down. You're too excited there, clap. All right, so I'm going to stop here. We have Remnant on everything except the bass. So we've got the drum bus, so all the drums are being processed. The 2 instances of Citrus, and then, of course, that lovely bass in the background. So let's go ahead and just hear where we're going to stop. Very nice, very nice. Very fun, granular processing. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. Subscribe. I actually have an affiliate link to this now, so that's pretty dang cool. And have a blessed day.